Well, like I promised, I've got Bridget who has come into the studio to see us today. And she's going to be talking about art therapy workshop, what might be coming soon, and also about counselling services. So, welcome, Bridget, to Darlington Radio. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you.
Great. And you look stressed a little bit. Relax, darling, relax. Relax. So, tell us a bit about these counselling services you're doing and how you got into them.
I got into counselling about 5 years ago. I was suffering from depression and anxiety myself, so I was going through tough times. So I went to counselling myself for 20 sessions, found it amazing afterwards. My self-esteem was built, my depression was gone, and it motivated me to become a counsellor. So I did my degree, went to college, passed my degree, and now I'm a fully qualified counsellor and I'm loving it.
You're absolutely loving it, yeah. And what a brilliant story, of suffering from something yourself and then becoming helpful to someone else you've experienced is really good. So tell us about a little bit about the service. What are you going to be offering? If anybody is feeling bad about themselves, having trouble sleeping, overwhelmed with emotions, struggling to cope, and stuff like that,
I would say, if anyone out there is feeling, those emotions, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, counselling is there to help support that person in that time. It's a very safe space where you won't be judged, you'll be totally accepted. Lots of empathy, because I can definitely relate to the issues that people come up with, as I've gone through it myself. So I can totally understand where you're coming from, and it does take a brave person to actually step out into counselling, because it can be quite daunting and scary at first, but take the first step and attend counselling and you will really get the benefit from it. It's a very helpful thing to do. And I just think that when you think about it, if you're ill and not well physically, you go to your doctor, and if you're not well mentally, I think it should be the same sort of thing. You should just go to counselling. There shouldn't be a stigma to it. Men and women should just attend counselling, as they would a doctor. Because mental health, is so important.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Someone said to me the other day, it doesn't matter if you've got a smile on your face, or your stuff. It's what's happening inside, what's happening inside your head, or deep down and stuff like that. What people don't realise, and services like yours do help a lot of people. Do you find at the moment that there is more people reaching out to you through this pandemic, or?
Yes, I am getting a lot more interest at the moment, because obviously the COVID situation is making people more insulated, isolated. So, if they're coping with depression already, that's going to have a massive impact. And also anxiety, being anxious about going out with COVID around, it's quite difficult for people.
On about anxiety, I've got wrote down here, anxiety art therapy workshop, and sometimes it's easy for people to sit down and talk to one-on-one, but drawing can be another thing to help someone with anxiety. What are you going to do in that class?
Well, I find that I'm doing one-to-one art therapy already with some of my clients, and the feedback is really good. They really enjoy doing art, because sometimes people struggle to speak how they feel. So to actually draw a picture of that represents their feelings and emotions is really helpful to them. So I really want to do that with a group of 4 people, the same age group, so that they could relate to each other. And we're going to look at anxiety in particular, look at ways of dealing with it to manage it better, explore their own anxiety, because everyone's
different.
Experience will be very different.
Yeah.
And to have 4 people each session for 4 weeks, I'm going to do a 4-week for £60 for the 4 weeks, an hour session, and we can all work together as a group and do work together, I think it'll be a really good way
exactly
of doing that.
And that is a good way of getting people, especially at this time with the COVID, and getting people hopefully on the mend and better. Now, if you do want to contact Bridget, her phone number is 07902 618 400. I will give you that again. That is 07902 618 400. Or you can go on our website. It's www.innerbegin.info. So it's www.innerbegin.info. Inner being. Oh, inner being. Sorry, she's shouting it over. It's me, I got it wrong. www.innerbeing.info. Sorry about that. I will get it right one of these days. I'm not very good at websites myself. I don't really use them, just telephone numbers, so that's why I'm like, oh, what? It's all one word, it's all joined up. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much, Bridget, for coming in today, and hopefully people out there who are listening will get in contact with you, and and who are suffering and stuff like that, and hopefully your art class takes off, and hopefully people get calling, and you help a lot of people out, and it's a great service what you're doing, and you should be proud of yourself. And thank you very much for coming in to Darlo Radio to talk about it.
Thank you very much for having me.
No problem. Thank you.